you'd still have guys standing on street corners selling newspapers.
Sure, sure.
And then it went to, you know, those big news racks, newsstands, typically on a corner, with about 1,000 different types of magazines. Those guys are going out of business now. Very few of them left.
Do you get a home delivery at all?
Oh yeah, we have the time.
And it's free, right?
Pardon?
You don't pay for it; it's free.
No,
the home delivery.
You do. Oh,
yeah.
we don't pay for it.
Yeah,
you don't have. They just want a subscription because they get their money from their advertisers.
Yeah.
So if they don't have to charge you, they just need a count so that they can tell their advertisers there are this many people advertising that they can see your advertisement.
I see.
So they give it to us for free.
Yeah. Wow. I get the Sunday hard copy because actually it was cheaper to get the online subscription with the hard copy Sunday edition. I don't usually read the hard copy, but I get it. So it's kind of cool. But even those people, you know,
it's getting thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner.
Yeah. I think it's probably been 10 minutes, right?
It is 10:17.
Yeah, so and do what?
Well, do you think we use the city's proof that to your satisfaction, I suppose? I don't know if you want me to have Jasmine testify.
Let's go and say the. All right, let's go back on the record.
Okay, we are on record.
It's now the hour of 10:18, and again, the following entities that were set for hearing on removing their news racks at 10 o'clock have not appeared. Homes and Land Magazine, Jobs Magazine, LA Express. And Ms. Allen, have you had any word from any one or more of those entities, either orally or in writing, that they intend to appear?
They have not contacted me, either email or on the phone. I have not heard from them.
Very well. I will issue an appropriate order with respect to those three. And we're off the record now.
So from the order, they're going to be told you need to remove these, that to remove their newsstands. Is that correct?
We have asked them to either remove or renew their permits.
Okay.
I think the order is actually, I would think it's probably directed at the city. But let me double check that. Hearing officer will render a decision. The hearing officer will issue an order requiring the news rack to be removed within a reasonable amount of time.
Okay. Got it.
Probably give written notice to the responsible person and any interested person who requests in writing notice of such decision, including a copy of the order. The order issued by the hearing officer will be deemed a final order. If the news rack owner fails for whatever reason to comply, okay, so the order is directed at the news rack owner to comply with the removal within the time required in the order. So the order should say how long they have to remove it. And then
days,
you
Well,
probably,
they
what does the
had,
ordinance say?
they had
it doesn't say.
10 days for our hearing. For our hearing notice said you have 10 days to appear.
Yeah, it just
And
says
prior
reasonable.
to this notice, I had sent another letter to them that already said you have 30 days to remove or renew your permit. That was October 9th.
Yeah,
So I do not want to give them another 30 days.
I think we probably
About
I
10,
think
another 10 days.
10 or 2 weeks, something like that.
They've had so much. At this point, I don't think if they're not even responding to my
Right.
messages
Right.
and to notice of hearing.
Right.
That's what I'll do, give each one, give them 10 days and send it out. Who do I send it to, you?
It looks
Or to
like
David or me.
Yeah, you can send it to us, and then we will get it
We'll
to.
serve it on.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so there's 10 days, and then fines will start to accrue after the 10-day period?
No, we'll just remove
Just
remove it.
take care of it,
Yeah,
okay.
we're gonna hold on to it, and then they have 30 days after the city impounds it.
If they're in an impound.
Right, so we, doesn't that apply to the removal? Let's see.
It does not say anywhere we have to give them any days after the hearing.
I see what you're saying.
We don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what concerns me is that you tell them to do it instantly, and then, let's say they decide to get a lawyer on a court challenge and say, well, they didn't give us any time after the order.
Well,
Yeah, I
we
think-
hold down to their news rack.
Yeah,
We
I'm gonna give them 10 days to comply.
Oh, that's fine. 10 days is great. We'll hold on to the news rack. We'll just treat it like an impoundment.
Okay.
And then we'll hold on to it, and then if they don't ask for it within 30 days, then we'll go ahead and just destroy it. That's considered abandoned.
News rack place was reaches the U.S. Supreme Court, that case? Someplace in Ohio.
Yeah, I vaguely remember
And
that.
this goes back to the days when everybody read newspapers.
Right.
And it was important for all the papers to get.
I know
And
what you-
they'd fight, it was like airport landing slots.
Yeah.
Too many more airlines than were available.
Yep.
Too many airlines and not enough gates
Yep.
for them.
Yep.
And,
What was about that case with the news racks?
well, back in those days, all the papers wanted news racks. And the cities didn't want the streets lined with news racks.
Yeah.
Control them. And then you run into First Amendment issues.
Right.
Because then let's say you've only got 10 news racks and 15 or 20 newspapers.
Right.
Of different kinds. How are you going to allocate among them?
Right.
So that was the issue.
How did it get resolved?
As I recall, the city had a lottery system, and the Supreme Court upheld that.
Oh, okay.
Again, that's another case where
Yeah.
history and technological
Little
change
dated, yeah.
rooted the issue.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Right.
At some point, it'll be analogous to some current situations. Someone will try and rely on it to make an argument. Yeah, I do remember that now.
I could see that becoming an issue when it comes to like internet and domain space.
Right.
When that starts becoming competitive.
Right.
Extensively competitive.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Few years ago, I had a case for the city of Riverside involving news racks, and the plaintiff didn't get a chance. He was denied his space in news rack, and he was a black man. And he had published a weekly that was aimed at the black community in the Indian Empire. So he filed a lawsuit.
What was the city's rationale for not issuing?
It was they had a lottery system.
Oh, lottery, okay.
And this guy hadn't won a lottery.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, for those 3 news racks, they'll have a 10-day notice. They have a 10-day period, and if they don't do anything by then, it's going to be impounded, and then 30 days. If nothing happens, then you'll just destroy it. That's the status for those 3.
Yeah.
But the LA Times, the Daily Breeze, they have renewed their permits.
Yes.
Wow,
They're working on it.
They're working on it. So they're actually weighing whether to do it or not, in a sense?
Daily Breeze was in today, and they renewed their permits today.
Okay.
LA Times, they're going to look to see which ones they want to renew and which ones they want to remove.
Okay.
Because not all of them are being used.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much.